Hello everyone, welcome to John Math Classroom. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss the example for inequalities. So kindly have a look for the question number 1. So given the situation and determine the interval. So the first step will be transfer and then at the same time equate the denominator. So here we have 2 multiplied with x plus 1 minus with the 1 multiplied with x minus 1 over x minus 1 multiplied with x plus 1 less than 0. Next is to focus on the numerator. So kindly expand the situation. So we have 2x plus with the 2 minus x plus with the 1 over x minus 1 multiply with x plus 1. So do remember, do not extend the denominator. Next is to simplify the situation and we will have x plus with the 3 over x minus 1 multiply with x plus 1 less than 0. So notice that this is the simplest form. So it's the time to determine the sign where we have the negative. Next is to split the situation and do remember, always assume positive. So we will have x greater than negative 3, x greater than 1, x greater than negative 1. Refers to the number line, negative 3, negative 1 and 1. Illustrate the situation. So we have empty circles to the right, followed by empty circles to the right, and finally empty circles to the right. So fill up the empty space with the negative sign because we already assume always positive. So here we have 3 levels. So next is to multiply the sign and we have negative, positive, negative and positive. Then kindly refers to the situation. Here we wish to have the negative. So the answer will be the negative sign. Next refers to the question. So negative infinity until negative 3. So empty circle, union, we have negative 1 until 1. So here we have the answer for the situation. Next is to refer the question number 2. So given the situation, so determine the interval. So my suggestion is to transfer and then equate the denominator. So for this case, I can say it is a simplest form. So we can straightforward determine the sign. So here we have the negative sign. Next is to split and then assume always positive. So we have x greater than 7 over 2. 2 minus x greater than 0. X greater than negative 1. So rewrite the situation, x less than 2. Illustrate the situation in the real number line. So locate the value. So here we have negative 1 followed by 2 and then we have 7 over 2. Empty circle towards the right. Empty circles towards the left, empty circles towards the right. Kindly fill up the empty space with the negative sign. So multiply the situation and we have a positive, negative, positive and negative. So kindly refers to the question, we wish to have less than 0, which is the negative. So our answer for these questions would be empty circles from negative 1 until 2, where negative 1 and 2 is not included, union, from 7 over 2 until infinity. So here we have the answer for the question number 2. Now by referring to question number 3. So what we can do is to simplify the situation. So where we have 1 plus with 1 over x minus 2 greater equals to 0. So 1 over x minus 1 greater equals to 0. Equate the denominator. So 1 minus x over x greater equals to 0. So notice that this is the simplest form, so we can determine the sign. Next, 1 minus x greater equals to 0, x greater than 0. So do remember, cannot equate 0 for the denominator. So x less than equals to 1. So illustrate the situation in a real number line. So we have 0 and 1. Empty circle towards the right, then circles towards the left. So fill up the empty space with the negative sign. So we have negative, positive and negative. So kindly refers to the situation. Here we wish to have the positive part. So here will be the region. So the answer would be start from 0 until 1, where the 0 is not included. So here we have the situation for question number 3. Referring to the question number 4, so given the situation, so what we have to do is to transfer and then equate the denominator. So here we have 3 over x minus 2 minus with, we have x minus 2 over x minus 2 less than equals to 0. Next is to expand and then simplify. So here we have 3 minus x plus with the 2 over x minus 2 less than equals to 0. So simplify the situation and we will have 5 minus x over x minus 2 less than equals to 0. Since this is the simplest form, so we are going to determine the sign with the negative. Next is to split the situation. So 5 minus x greater equals to 0. X minus 2 greater than 0. So do remember, do not equate the denominator. Next, x less than equals to 5. So x greater than 2. Kindly illustrate the situation in a real number line. So we have 2 and 5. So empty circle towards the right, then circle towards the left. So fill up the empty space with the negative sign. So here we have negative, positive, and negative. So referring to the situation, so here we wish to have the negative part. So from here, our answer would be negative infinity until 2, where 2 is not included, union, start from 5 until infinity. So here is the solution, and kindly refers to the questions. So by referring to the question said, given we have the situation, then they said the solution is given negative infinity until 2, when 2 is not included, union for 5 until infinity. So the situation is, does the answer or the solution true or false? So for this question, the answer is true. Next, question number 5. So given the situation, find the solution. So here we have 3x minus 2 minus with the 8, equate the denominator, so 2 minus x over 2 minus x greater equals to 0. Next is to expand the situation. We have 3x minus 2 minus 16 plus with the 8x over 2 minus x greater equals to 0. Simplify the situation and we have 11x minus 18 over 2 minus x greater equals to 0. So notice that we have the simplest form, so it is the time to determine the sign, which is the positive sign. Next is to split the situation. So do remember, always assume positive. 11x minus 18 greater equals to 0. 2 minus x greater than 0. So do remember, cannot equate 0 for the denominator. So x greater equals to 18 over 11, x less than 2. So illustrate the situation in a real number line. So here we have 18 over 11 and then 2. So then circle towards the right, empty circles towards the left. So fill up the empty space for the negative sign and we have negative, positive, and negative. Next, refers to the sign. We wish to have the positive region. So here will be the answer. So the answer would be from 18 over 11 until 2, where 2 is not included. Then, kindly refers to the questions. So the question mentioned that given the situation, which is the inequalities, and the solution is start from 18 over 11 until 2, where 2 is not included. And if it refers to the answer, so it is the same. So for this situation, the question asking, is the solution true or false? So the answer will be true. So here we are, and thanks for watching.